Do system enhancement CDs work? Well, Mark in Boston, Mass. wants to know. And sorry, that's probably a terrible Massachusetts impersonation there. Okay. Hey, Paul, I've seen CDs for sale online for up to $35 that claim to enhance your entire sound system when played through your current setup. Is that actually possible? And if it isn't snake oil, what exactly are those CDs doing to improve your overall sound system? I'm looking forward to hearing your opinion and insight into this matter. Very best, Mark Hecox. Well, thanks, Mark. You know, I can't speak for all of the enhancement CDs, so let's talk about what they might be doing and what the ones I've played with have done. So a few of the ones that I've played with, XLO had one a long time ago that was pretty dang good. Cardis had one that was pretty good. And they did seem to enhance the sound. In fact, they actually led us to an idea that is still in our, do we have any power plants here? No, these are, here, well, you may not be in range of the camera. So our power plants have a feature called clean wave. And while that might sound like snake oil, it absolutely works. So clean wave is you take the remote control on the power plant and you click on clean wave and you wait for 10 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever it is, and it makes these sound like the Stooges sounds, and then the next track you listen to sounds better. Why is that? And then it kind of fades out and you got to do it again. Again, being a lazy audiophile, while I think it's cool, and I certainly have done it as a demo for people, and they're like, wow, that really works. I'm just lazy, so I don't do that unless there's some really critical listening going on, but almost never. So what's going on? Well, the same thing that's happening in some of these CDs, and I can't speak for all of them because there are different purposes for that. So clean wave basically is like a degaussing circuit. So what is a degausser? A degausser is an AC magnet that we used to use for tapes. I don't know how many of you remember, most of you probably don't even remember tapes, cassette tapes and reel-to-reel tapes and whatnot. But, my years as a disc jockey, we played with a lot of tape. And when you had a roll of tape with old stuff on it and you wanted to erase it, you could bulk erase it with what was called a tape degausser. And it was an electromagnet that vibrated, and it would just have a vibrating magnetic field going back and forth, positive, negative, AC, not a permanent magnet, right, but an AC magnet, and you would wave it over the tape, and it would demagnetize the tape, so it would push and pull the magnet. So how does that relate to clean wave or some of these things? Well, most of these products, almost all of them, have transformers inside them, power transformers. And because the AC coming into a lot of our transformers can be asymmetrical, so that it's a little tilted in one direction or another direction, and more than that, even if it's perfect AC, a lot of power transformers aren't built very symmetrically. They don't pay a lot of attention to the way that the symmetry of their winding and all. And so they can get a little bit cockeyed in their fields, and that will magnetize the laminations inside of the transformer, causing a bit of a skewing. And what we've discovered is if we put a warble AC signal in, it will kind of straighten that transformer out and make it more symmetrical. Now it's a fairly small effect, but it does seem to have an impact on the sound for the better. And I believe what a lot of these CDs that you play through your system for enhancement, I think they're probably doing the same thing, though I can't say for sure. Now, one thing I can say for sure And that was just supposition. So they're probably doing the same thing that we're doing. At least that was where we got the idea. So one thing I can say is that some of them burn-in, and we've talked about burn-in before. Burn-in is really critical on products. All these products here, these just got built. So all these products are sitting on this cart waiting for final test, and then they go and they burn in. When they burn in, we turn them on, we put a signal through them, and we try and get the electrolytics formed. We try and get the system to sound better by playing music, by running a voltage across all of the components inside as you would if playing music. And interestingly enough, the kind of music that we use is really going to tell something about how well the burn-in process is going to work. Imagine if we just had a little tinkle, 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 and boom, boom, boom once in a while kind of music, as opposed to, bump and grind, constant voltage that's moving. One's going to be better than the other to burn it in, and I think that's probably what they're doing. But burn-in is real. Those CDs help with burn-in, and so that's probably also what they're doing. Is it worth $35? I don't know. You can, for burn-in purposes, you can use any CD, put it on repeat, and I don't know that those are going to give you any better result, unless they're doing something like we talked about for degaussing the transformers. All right. Thanks for the question. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.